So one of the things I read recently in Harvard Business Review was the comparison between leadership in the Marine Corps and the Air Force. And the geist of that message was that, and this is very close to what you're saying too, is to find the right people and put them in the right place. Because you can't take one set of leadership and apply it in a different context if the context is wrong for that person.
Well, that's right. And interestingly, I think the military has actually understood this need for different structures for different missions. I mean, if you look at the Gulf War and the number of months it took to build up the standing army, to do what they had to do in the first Gulf War. If you look at Europe with where you've got a 10,000 man standing army across Europe that you can pick up in 2 weeks and move into Africa, with a problem that you might be having like we've got down there on the Ivory Coast. That's more the agile. And then you look at the SAS and the Green Berets, who you can literally, they're so well trained, they've got so much inbuilt redundancy, they're multitasking, they're super trained, they're very expensive, but they're there when an emergency. You can pick them up within 24 hours and take them anywhere else in the world. So it's the same in supply chain. We need different combinations of processes and people and technology, whether it's the sort of predictable volume business over here or it's the more volatile, agile business over here, and you need different recipes to do that. I think the military have got there. We're still trying to struggle to get the same spectrum.
And again, trying to build a bridge between Australia and Sweden or whatever.
It's a long bridge.
It's a long bridge, but we're discussing a lot the combination between lean and agile, and often at times companies tend to mix the two, because what we're talking about here is proper design separates the two, and you realize that this is highly transactional behavior and highly transactional behavior from the customer too, and you design your supply chain around that, and then you need the agile to that. And what you're often saying is that profitable inefficiencies, you call them, whereby you take agile and you use the Formula One depot as an example.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. I think it's important to remember it has been some kind of polarization between lean on one side and agile on the other side. But we need both, as we have said several times. You need supply chains for lean type of products, and you need them for agile type of innovative products. And you need also the lead, which is kind of combination then. But then you have to understand that the people you put into it are different. As John said before, if you're into lean, you're cost-oriented. But if you're into agile, then you're innovative, and that different type of people. You should put together the clusters in different ways in these two areas. And you need people then who have the will and the ability to really collaborate and to listen to each other, even though they come from different angles and different disciplines in the company. I think that's very, very important.